properties would just stay the same. Be so nice. God forbid. God forbid anything's.
I think I just heard you.
Yeah, I think we're back. God forbid anything's easy anymore. Wow.
All right, yeah. Can hear us both.
Let me finish up this mini Pop Tart and I'm good. All right. 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to the Wise Guys Podcast. I'm your host, Brady Fitzgerald, joined, as always, by my co-host, Chris Hagan.
How you guys doing?
If you're living in San Fran right now, you're doing pretty well. That was a quick transition right into what we're talking about. We're not talking about Thursday Night Football. I didn't watch Andy Dalton throw 3 picks and 2 pick sixes. Sorry, sue me that I didn't want to watch Kyler Murray versus Andy
At
Dalton.
least there were points.
Yeah,
It wasn't just like 12-7 this time. So congrats to them. And D-Hop is back. So those are my takes.
Oh, he's back. He had a good game too. He's back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it seems like they actually have a running back in Benjamin. So seems like things are looking up for the Cardinals. The Saints, on the other hand.
Yeah, I'm shaking.
Yeah, I know. I'm petrified.
So nervous.
Yeah. The fact that Jameis Winston is just ready to go on the bench as your emergency backup. And I think after throwing 2 pick sixes right before half, I think that's an emergency. I think that counts.
That's when you make the move.
Yeah. I don't call me a genius or anything, but I think that's an emergency.
I would say so. This team also has no receivers.
Yeah, they have no one.
Only Chris Olave, and so that sucks.
And what happened? I drafted Mike Evans. Is he just injured again for no reason? Is he going to be out for 2 years again for no reason?
Mike Thomas.
Sorry, not Evans. Yeah.
Yes, I think.
All right. Well, at least I got that. At least I knew that now after I drafted him. That's great.
My Saints' future for the playoffs is not looking good. None of my futures are looking good.
No, I was high on the Saints too. I was expecting Jameis to play, so it's ridiculous. All right.
I don't know if you can blame it all on.
Blaming everything on Jameis not playing. All right. But almost more importantly than that whole football game, Christian McCaffrey has been traded to the San Francisco 49ers for a 2nd-round pick, a 3rd-round pick, a 4th-round pick, and a 5th-round pick. Your thoughts, initial thoughts?
I don't know how they didn't get a 1st-round pick out of him. I mean, I know that running backs, the value isn't the same, and he's been in the league for a little while now, so you can expect him to kind of decline a little bit, and he's had his injury stuff. But I mean, he's one of the best running backs in the NFL, and literally does everything. It's a perfect fit on that team. And you couldn't get one little 1st-round pick.
I think if I'm the Niners, I can't look at his injury history and be like, yeah, I'll give up another 1st-round pick.
Mm-hmm.
I get, and you're right. He is when healthy, when on the field, is one of the best NFL players in any position, and he just can't stay on the field. That's why you couldn't muster up a 1st-round pick. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if another team would be throwing another 1st-round pick out there, but it just seems way too risky for my eyes because every year he's like Anthony Davis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and maybe we're overvaluing the 1st-round pick a little bit just because you got 4 picks.
Yeah.
Got a good collection of guys. Well, see how they draft, but I don't know. And it felt like you kind of needed it to happen. When you're a rebuilding team, you don't want to have all that cap space being eaten up by a running back you can't stay healthy. So I don't know why Panthers fans are so upset by it. I guess like there's something to be said about who's your favorite player for the last 4 years, and now he's gone, and now you have like nothing that's keeping you attached to the team.
And I think it's funny. I'm just gonna contradict what I just said, but um, it's that you didn't get the first round pick. You didn't have that prize.
Right, yeah.
When you get back a first round pick, it seems like a prize. When you get back a second, it seems like, oh, we could have gotten a first.
Yeah, like we settled.
Yeah. So I think that's why Panthers fans are upset. And the I kind of think that the picks are what it should have been, but the fact that they didn't get another running back to replace him, the Niners have 15. You can't send one of them back. Or another player or something like that's where I would be mad. Where I didn't get a player at all to help out this rebuild.
Yeah, I'd rather get like 2 picks than a player than 4 picks.
Yeah, exactly. 4 picks were the 5th and the 4th round picks. It's like, all right, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The funny thing, now the Niners, they won't pick in the top 100 next year at all. They don't have their first,
Top
now
100?
second or third or fourth.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they don't have their first pick next year is a 5th round pick. I'm pretty sure. At least first pick that's theirs.
Yeah. You know who the number 1 on the Carolina running back depth chart is?
Chuba Hubbard.
Deontay Foreman.
Oh.
Chuba Hubbard's too.
Chuba was like this. I remember in Madden, like he would always be cracked every time you draft him in one of those fake like user drafts. Hey,
he was great in college.
I was gonna say, was he not a beast in college and just?
He was really good.
And last year when Christian McCaffrey got hurt, remember it was like, oh, whoever got Chuba Hubbard set, and it just didn't seem like that
wasn't quite true.
No, it doesn't seem like that was the case. So I have a wise pick that really affects this trade. Really affects it if it's this week. Is he gonna play this week?
I was thinking that because I have Jeff Wilson, and I really could eke out one more week.
Oh, there it is. Is Christian McCaffrey playing this week? All right.
Wait, what is your wise pick with him?
I have the Chiefs.
Oh, against the not. Okay, that's right. I was thinking the Panthers.
All right. Don Red and Gold host the Chiefs.
I will allow if the line moves. I'll allow you to take the new line.
All right. All right. They said it'd be quick learning, but it's possible. You know what? That's all right. That's okay. All right. So wait. Here he goes. If he plays Sunday, which he will likely do, expect a red zone package.
What?
So it seems like he'll only be there to take Jeff Wilson's touchdowns from you.
That's awesome.
It seems like
Jeff Wilson got 0.5 points last week. So
I guess
the bar is very low.
Yeah, he just needs a catch. And he gets more than that.
But he also got like 24 last week. So I don't. The offense doesn't make any sense.
That's why they got Christian McCaffrey.
Guess so, yeah.
Now looking into it, if you're the Niners and Jimmy G, like I think you're expecting a Super Bowl run. You have to, right? This is an all-in move. No, I mean this is an all-in move, correct?
Like absolutely. But they've been Super Bowl or bust for like 4 years now.
Yeah,
once you make a Super Bowl and you keep that band together, you're Super Bowl or bust. If it was Trey Lance, it'd be different.
That's true.
Lance, it was like, all right, well, if he can bring us to the playoffs even, that's a good sign. But Jimmy G, like, he's been there before. He should last year. You're absolutely thinking Super Bowl.
Jimmy, look, this is the Pat 7 Super Bowl right now. Jimmy, he's the only hope. I'm all in. I like this team a lot. I mean, do not DJ Moore. I'm looking at
Oh.
a Panthers uniform.
Gotcha.
Debo Samuels, Kittle, Brandon Ayuk, now Christian McCaffrey. All these players can not only run the ball but catch the ball really well. Kittle hasn't even been unlocked yet. It feels like. It
Mhm.
seems like he's still.
Saving him.
Yeah, I don't know what they're saving him
Or
for,
he's still
but
hurt.
yeah, that could be it too. But this like the versatility in this offense must be so much fun for Kyle Shanahan. He must be licking his lips.
Oh yeah, he's drooling right
It-
now.
How could you not be? Anyone with a fun NFL offensive mind should be drooling over this team. They're gonna be in like one of those categories in Madden where it's like the Chiefs last year, the Buccaneers last year, now it's gonna be like the Niners this year,
hmm
where it's
The
like
only
it's
problem is you have Jimmy G and not Mahomes or Tom Brady.
and it stinks because like that's why they drafted Lance. That's why
Yeah.
they drafted Lance. And the fact that he can't play this whole season, it's stunting his development, and now he's
Mhm.
gonna be sorry. He's gonna be thrown into there next year with all these nucleus around him, expected to win a Super Bowl, and instead, he's gonna be. It's gonna be his rookie year, basically.
Mhm.
So it's
Yeah,
a
it's a bummer for him.
it's a damn shame, but
They also have the number 2 ranked defense in the NFL.
yeah,
This site like combines all stats,
yeah,
and they are number 2 behind the Bills.
they're gonna be good. They're definitely gonna be good. That being said, I guess we already started with the wise picks. I guess I'll start out with my first one because there's no mystery now. Let me pull them up real quick, and I have the Chiefs -2.5 against the San Francisco 49ers. Look, I just think it's a 3-point game. I think it's gonna be a good game now, especially with McCaffrey. I picked this, to be fair, before like literally a little bit before McCaffrey got
It's
traded.
-2 now.
-2
I
now.
want to take that. Yeah. Lose half a point.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do the -2 just for the graphic. I think it's a
I think
3-point
it.
game. I think it's a tough game. Two good offenses, two good teams. And these are like the East Coast games. They're in. Oh no, they're not in Arrowhead.
Is
I'm an
in
idiot.
Florida, yeah.
Oh.
San Francisco. Uh-oh.
Oh.
This is the least wise pick ever.
This is the least wise pick ever, but it seems like it's been. Look, sometimes those guts just gotta happen. I'm
Yep.
going for it. 3-point game, even though it's in Levi Stadium. Ethan.
Levi Stadium does not like scare you though.
No,
It's
I'm
like,
never.
oh, you have to go to San Fran.
No, I'm not scared.
It's not like Lambeau or.
So this is what
Arrowhead.
stats expert analysis, Mr. Wise Guy Ethan has sent us because we sent him all the picks. He sent, although the 49ers made their blockbuster trade for CMT, expect a majority of his snaps only to come within the red zone as he familiarizes himself with Shanahan's complex offensive playbook. Previously, the Niners' best running back was Jeff Wilson, 69% rushing and 45% receiving. I guess it's not percentage, it's ratings.
Based on lineup.
And is now replaced by CMC, who's an 82.5 rushing rating and an 82.5 receiving rating. He
So
said,
Jeff Wilson is just not going to get any touches anymore.
yeah, that's pretty much. You got to try to trade him to some sucker in our league. See if John will bite on it. Once again,
I's not in the league anymore, so.
who? Todd, yeah. Oh. All right. Last thing he said about this game. Once again, in what will come down to the battle of Mahomes versus the 49ers' number 1 overall defense, Patrick Mahomes' 84.9 grade will be able to take the Chiefs and their number 2 ranked offense to the win column. I love it.
There we go. I always trust like good offense versus good defense. I usually trust good offense.
In the regular season, yeah. They like this is the
definitely.
week 7 game we're talking about here.
And the Niners, like, you just dropped 28 points to the Falcons.
This is also a spite bet against last week
Oh,
where
those are dangerous because then they double down on you and they
and then
just
I
make
just
you
get
hate
even
them more.
angrier. Yeah.
Yep.
They're
That's a
lucky Jimmy
dangerous. A
G's the
spike
quarterback.
bet is dangerous.
If Jimmy G
Huh?
wasn't the quarterback, I would just absolutely hate this Niners team right now. Absolutely.
Like I did last year.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Your first pick.
First pick, we talked about it Tuesday. It was the 1-1 of Wise picks, and that's the Falcons plus 6.5 against the Bengals. We're late to the party.
We're
Covered
testing.
6 in a row, but
This is the test.
we're getting in now. We had the whole conversation last episode about how we didn't want to feel like losers or saying like, oh, as soon as we bet it'll lose. Maybe it does, but if it doesn't, then we're part of the ride.
I'm
So
all for it.
that's why this pick is made. Also, like they have played close games this year. They haven't gotten blown out. Cincinnati has not been the Cincinnati that we saw last year.
Falcons are
So
fun.
I think it's very likely that they keep this game close.
It's weird that I'm saying it because their roster's so terrible, but they're fun. They're a fun team.
They are fun.
They know how to score points. They know how to run the ball. Mariota does what he needs to do without turning over the ball. It seems like drastically, and that's how you cover. That's how great teams do it.
Yeah.
All right, Ethan's stats for the
like
Falcons.
Arthur.
Oh God, I still can't. I can't get
I
there.
know.
I can't. He just looks like such a boob. But
I know he does.
If he keeps covering, I'm gonna have to like him.
The roster's so bad, and they're like, they won a couple games and they cover every game. I gotta give them some credit.
That's true. All right, this is what Ethan said. Falcons are 6-0 against the spread. Falcons' average loss is just by 4 points, so this looks like a bet to hit because they're always in it, even when they lose. With DJ Reader on IR since week 4, the Bengals' run defense has gone down from a 65.6 grade in the first 3 weeks to a 50.6 grade the past 2 weeks. Expect the Falcons' run-heavy offense 52% of plays. That's pretty interesting. Try and take advantage. Although
Run-heavy offense with no running back.
Yeah, with no running backs at all. Although you wouldn't think it, Mariota has a great QB grade of 65.7 compared to Burrow's 68.9. Oh, sorry, not a great. I read that wrong. Just as a QB rating of 65.7 compared to Joe Burrow's. So they're pretty similar. That's not too far off from each other.
No, that's not far off at all.
In 2 grade points. It's funny how 52% of their plays are runnings, and it's with these 2 running backs that no one's ever heard of.
Yeah, it's like, who are they giving the ball to?
I
remember like laughing out loud when I saw that guy. How do you say Algier?
Yeah,
Algier. When we were doing the fantasy draft, and I saw his name, and I was like, "Who would ever draft this guy? Like, who is this clown?" And now he's like the starting running back. I think he's still a free agent though.
I think he is.
Yeah, he's like the top running back on the free agent list. But it's funny how things work out. It's like who was the guy on the Eagles that Aiden drafted the one year when he drafted like the 4 nobodies? Projected 0 points, and then
it's
Josh Adams.
Josh Adams, yeah.
And then he was like their starting running back by week 13 because they had so many injuries.
And then at that point, he had been on waivers for 12 weeks anyways, too.
Yeah.
The Falcons, I guess like they have a good running attack. They got it with these 2 guys. And what I like is that when you don't have a guy, they just use both guys. They're like, they're both kind of trash. Let's run them both 15.
Just mix them up a little bit.
Yeah, mix them up.
So he's got the hot hand.
Exactly. And I think more teams without that stable running back need to do that more because and I feel like it might sound dumb, but it's got to confuse the defenses a little bit, right? It's like, oh great, now this guy's running in here. Like everyone runs differently, so that I like it. I'm all for the Falcons hopping on, even though we're hopping on the train late. Sorry, not early. All right. Next up, what do I got? I have the stinker of all stinkers. Giants.
I don't like
+3. Who they? I got it. I gotta look at the schedule. I know who they're. I know why I picked them, but I just didn't realize who they're facing. Oh, the Jaguars. That's why.
Jags.
Yeah. This is another one where it's like the Jags. When have they show? They haven't shown us that they're better than this 5-1 Giants team.
I know.
They haven't shown us that. They haven't shown us that the whole time, and they feel like they get put in these situations where they're favored by 3 against a good team, and they shit the bed. Like this was
It
against.
doesn't make any sense why they're favored.
No, I don't get it. I don't get it either. It's a stinky line that it should be Giants -1.5 or -2, right?
I have no idea where this 3 came from.
All right. Let's see what Ethan says. See if this clears it up a little bit. Although the Jags are 3-point favorites, they are at home, which essentially means that the game is a 50-50 pick if it would play on a neutral field. And it said kind of like
Right.
Jacksonville is anyways. Giants are 5-1 against the spread this year. Yeah, they're 5-1 in general too. Giants' average win-loss amount is about 3.5 points. So even if they lose, expect Wink Martindale defense to keep it close. Oh, Trevor Lawrence QBR under pressure is 37.8. Yeesh. And Wink loves to blitz, so that there should be a lot of pressure on him. This Giants team is just a gritty, grinded out team. I like it. I don't like the
The
Giants.
Jags are the opposite too.
Yes, they are a baby wham team that needs everything to go right. I feel like if they get down at any point, I feel like they're defeated.
Yeah, probably. I just can't, like, my gambling brain can't make sense of this line. It feels like such a trap. The Jags have been so bad their last couple games, and the Giants can't stop winning.
I can be like, Vegas knew something I didn't.
Yep.
Giants
They got me again.
Giants lost by 40. And honestly, the New York team needs to be humbled. So I'm all right with it. So I guess this is a hedge, an emotional hedge. Take it now. If they win, at least I get the wise pick. If they don't, they finally freaking lose.
That's true.
God, they're the
That is true.
30th ranked passing offense, and they're 5-1. Seems almost
Yeah,
impossible.
I hate them.
Seems almost
I
impossible.
really don't like them. It does seem impossible.
Ugh.
All right. Well, moving on from the Giants.
You're up
I
next.
have one of our favorite teams, which is the Texans. +7
Davis.
going to the Raiders.
Which,
I don't know what the record against the spread is, but it feels good.
it
Am
does.
I making stuff up?
No, I think it does feel good. And it's also like I'm so sick of this
Houston's
Raiders.
3-1-1 against the spread.
3-1.
That's pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's not terrible. They and the Raiders, we're done with them. We both are done with them. We're
Kicked them to the curb.
kicked them to the curb. We're ready to just move on. I don't think they're gonna lose because the Texans can't play 40 minutes or 50 minutes, 60 minutes, I guess.
They can play 50.
Oh, they love playing 50. They're all for playing 50. This seems like a perfect. Oh my God, what are the Raiders doing? They pull it out at the end. Win by 4, win by 3, something like that.
15-minute Davis.
15-minute Davis. All right, let's see what Ethan has to say about this. Although the Texans aren't known for their passing offense, 55.6 grade, the Raiders have 3 healthy corners on their roster, and none of them are very good. Rock Yassin is 61. Well, that's not where I thought that was going. 66.1 grade. Amik Robertson has 65.8 grade. Sam Webb has 61.9 grade. So look for an uptick in the Texans passing game. Expect both these teams to lean on their strength of running the ball on the opposing team's teams. I don't even know that. I think that was a typo. Bad run defenses. Raiders have a 61.8 run defense and a 51 run offense and a 51 graded run defense. Jesus, that's terrible.
Jeez, that is really bad.
Texans have a 78.2 run offense.
Damian Pierce.
Yep. And he specifically said since Dameon Pierce has been named starter. And oh god, you want to listen to this run defense?
What?
41. It's a grade of 41. All right.
Yeah, I can see this being like a smash mouth game with Jacobs on the other side and Pierce.
Oh, and
in
they've
Houston.
they've actually been using Jacobs pretty well this year.
Mhm.
There's one more little column by Ethan. Also, looking at the QB grade compared to what they each have to work with, long neck Davis Mills has one decent receiver and has a GQ grade of 70, whereas Derek Carr is a top 3 outside receiver and a top 3 slot receiver and a top 5 tight end and boasts a grade of 63.7. Woof. So
Not a good look for old Derek.
no, he sucks. I could have told you that. He sucks. Have him in fantasy. He's freaking forced to
The
start
Fitzgerald
again.
eye test could have told you that.
Yeah. No, he's forced to start again. He's like Washington's Kirk Cousins for this fantasy team for me. There's just no better options. There's just no better options. You just got to keep paying him and starting him.
Yep.
They
Brutal.
and I'm not even worried about it. I didn't realize.
I need Brandon Cooks to do something this week though. Like it's time for a big game from him because he's been awfully mediocre.
Well, watch out. 3 healthy corners by the Raiders. All of them terrible. So, yeah, I think this game, I like the smash mouth mentality. I think a couple shots down deep to Adams and Cooks. Get
That
Davis in
won't
there, a
work.
little Davis highlight. Texans cover easily.
Remember the let Davis sling it game?
Yes, I do remember the list.
Yeah, who that was against.
The
We're like, at the end of the day, you just need to let him throw the Bears, I think. Just let him throw the ball.
Just
and
let him
Fields
sling
steal
it. Look, all of the rookie, just let him
Monster,
sling it at this
jeez.
point. Especially, it's like
It's
I hate when it's like, oh, the
week
rookie.
7, what do you have to lose?
Yeah, it's like week 7. You already have a bad record, and you're like, oh, this rookie, all he can do is dink and dunk. It's like, let him throw it then. See where it goes.
Yeah.
See where the ball goes.
4 verts every down.
Every down.
Texas Tech offense.
I'm all for it. The Arizona Cardinals offense.
Yeah, seriously.
All right. Next up, I have the Titans -2.5 versus the Colts. Divisional game. That right there screams 3-point game. I'm getting the half there. The stats, what Ethan says. Let's see, he's got this. Where is it? He sent a big paragraph. All right, here you go. Matt Ryan has a passer rating of 50.5 when under pressure. Look for the Titans defensive coordinator Shane Bowen to dial up some pressure using Jeffrey Simmons, who has a 90.4 pass rush grade this year. Second-year player Tier Tart has a 79.2 pass grade. And veteran Danico Autry has 78.3 pass grading. So, and they said, look for the Titans banged up receivers to have a better day against the 23rd ranked pass defense by the Colts. Weren't we in on the Colts last week and they screwed us? They won that game, right? Or covered or something.
You're in on the Colts?
No, we were against the Colts.
You picked the Jags.
Yeah, we picked the freaking Jags. Look, the Jags are children. The Titans are adults. They're gonna come in here. They're gonna take care of business.
They're not wah-wah babies.
They're not wah-wah babies. They are here. They're here to make
coming
some noise.
off a bye.
Yeah, coming off a bye, you can't come out and lose to the Colts.
Something at home. They did beat them once already this year. Whatever that's worth.
Literally, like
To
2 weeks
me,
ago too.
it makes me worry that it's revenge game.
No, I don't think
No,
Matt Ryan has the revenge in him. You think he's ever like? I don't know. It seems like he's never. It seems like he can't really get mad at anyone. He's Matt Ryan. That's just
that's fair.
my thoughts on that.
I like.
The Colts are bad. They're bad. They're not a good football team.
I'm just
So
kind of done with this division as a whole. Like, I don't get these teams out of my face.
yeah, let's have them stop playing each other. Have the division just dissolve. Dissolve the division. Get a new AFC South. If it's not going to be
Or just like
Titans
don't put
Jags on,
them on TV.
if it's not going to be Jags Titans Thursday Night Football, I don't want to see it.
No, yeah, I agree.
All right,
Me, Derrick Henry versus the Jags defense under the lights.
every week.
That's good TV.
Yeah, no, that's real TV right there.
Should only play each other.
Every week, every Thursday. All right. Speaking of teams we hate, your next pick, your last pick, right? This is I did my
Yeah.
last pick.
I don't know why I did it. I have Chargers -5 at home against the Seahawks. I know Gino is a cover guy. Like, at some point, I feel like this team is going to show that they're not very good. The
It's
Chargers
got to
looked
hit
awful
midnight.
last week. Like, that's right.
It's got to hit midnight at some point.
Clock has to hit midnight. I don't know, and they're like this Chargers team is significantly better than the Seahawks, more than 5 points. Holy crap! 86% of the money is on the Seahawks.
Oh, hammer the Chargers.
Now I really like it.
Yeah, hammer the Chargers. You know, apparently there's a stat. I think it's like if 60 or 70% of the money, maybe it's 80 of the money is on Vegas, like it's like a 15% chance of that hitting this season so far. So I like
81% of the money's on the Pats.
Oh god. Oh god.
I mean, they're -7.5, so it's not like that's an automatic loss.
That's true. I saw him at -8 when we looked yesterday. All right.
This says this just gives like the best lines that you can get. It's like you can get the Bears at +8.5 or Pats at -7.5. Depending on where you bet.
All right, Ethan. He goes, after going 1-2 in the first 3 games, the Chargers look towards teeing off against the NFL's 28th graded Seahawk defense. Look for a battle of the QBs as Genometrics has a ratings of 86.7 and Herbert has one of 73. Although Genometrics has a high big-time throw percentage of 4.98, he also has a very high turnover-worthy play of 3.56. Look for the Chargers defensive backs Bryce Callahan and Derwin James to have decent games. Maybe try not to have J.C. Jackson covering DK or Lockett one-on-one. His coverage grade this year is 28.9.
Oh,
He's been
horrible.
awful. He got benched on Monday
that's
night.
just sad. Yeah.
He's
He's a Terp guy, so that just makes me upset.
It's the Belichick system.
Yeah. Yeah,
Look,
it really is.
players can't thrive without it.
Oh, and he'll be back.
Yeah.
Will absolutely be back.
Yeah, after this contract's over, he'll make his way back to New England.
And he'll win like Super Bowl MVP.
Hey, Jamie Collins is on his 4th. I think JC can wait a couple years, come back. We'll accept him back. We're a forgiving group, us Patriots fans. You want to come back and work under Belichick again? It's all go right ahead.
It's like every defensive player that happens, or offensive player.
Well, it's like Wes. Come on, am I totally blanking on his name? The white wide receiver that went to the Broncos, Wes Welker.
Welker?
Yeah, Wes. He's like the only one who made it out and was still an All-Pro.
Yeah, right.
He made it out of the Belichick clutches and still did well. Look,
I
this
think anyone else.
This Chargers team has to look good at some point, right? Or am I just
Game
am I just
convincingly.
am I just
We might
crazy?
just be wrong.
This seems like the team to do it though.
5 points is not a lot.
No, it's a touchdown game. It's not bad at all.
I can see this being kind of a shootout.
Oh, I can too.
Expect it to be.
They this is a perfect get right game, I think, for the Chargers.
Uh-huh.
God, they need to go back to San Diego so fast.
They do. Now San Diego sucks.
Keenan Allen's not playing this week either. Seems like another Mike Williams game.
He's questionable every week. I
Is
don't think
he?
just rule him out.
Yeah, I don't. Is he like? Does he play anymore? He's not want to play anymore. I don't understand.
I don't know. I guess not.
I gotta stop.
Weird
Just stop seeing
situation.
Sony Michel get the ball. That's all. I don't know why they keep expecting him to do big things. It's not gonna happen.
Keys to victory.
Keys to
Don't give
victory.
Sonny Michel the ball.
Don't give it. Don't ever. Don't give him the ball. All right, that does it for our wise picks this week. It's a weird week. There's not a lot of games I'm excited for. I was looking at the lines and I was
There
like,
are
yeah,
very few.
the
Chiefs Niners is like the one. It's exciting.
yeah, it's Chiefs Niners. It's Lions Cowboys will be interesting.
Could be. Dak's back.
Yeah, Dak's back. Then everything else, I don't have much to.
Packers Commanders could be a good game.
That can be a good game. So Heineke's starting, right?
Yes.
What are you coming in expecting out of Heineke?
I never know what to expect. I mean, there'll be a couple ridiculous throws that are either picked off or are near picks. Gonna chuck it down the field. He's gonna be more fun than Wentz, at least. Like he's gonna run around a little bit. So I'm a little bit excited just to get something different.
Are you excited just not to see Wentz's face?
Yes, exactly.
That's
how I feel.
Yeah.
It's
that's
just
how I
like
feel.
it's like the monkey off my back. It's like
Mhm.
I don't have to watch Wentz this Sunday.
No, it's like a
I'm just
treat.
feeling okay. It is a treat.
It's like, oh yeah, I don't have to watch Wentz this Sunday. This is great. Even though it's
like,
still,
oh guys, we don't have homework this week
yeah,
because we had the exam. Oh,
yeah,
yes, finally.
and it's like it's not even where it's like you're getting this big upgrade at quarterback. If anything,
Oh,
it
no,
might even be a
just literally-
downgrade. But it's just at least it's not him.
It's not Wentz.
It's not him.
I'd rather watch anyone else.
Yeah.
He's literally the worst to watch. I hate him so much.
This is a winnable game for the Commanders.
It is a
Very
winnable
winnable
game.
game.
This Packers team looks like poop.
Yeah, they need Odell Beckham desperately.
They do. I
Where-
thought was that fake that he was working out with the Ravens?
I think it's fake. I heard. I picked him up. So Riley, one of our players in fantasy, decides to draft Odell Beckham, hold him for 6 weeks. Then week 7 comes around, and there's a bunch of rumors of him signing with the Chiefs. I go to Riley's team. He's not on the team. I run to the Ravers, and he's stashed on my bench. Look, it's chess, not checkers, people. I don't know how you hold him for 7 weeks and then drop him right before he gets signed.
I guess at some point he figured like, all right, I'm not gonna just hold on to this guy who's not on the team.
Then why did he draft him?
You think that would be after like 2 weeks?
Yeah.
alright, I
How
thought
you
you'd
wait
sign
6
already.
weeks where it was like it came into the season like, oh, it's like about an 8-week injury, and then
Yeah.
drop him right before he's about to come back.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's hurt too. He's not
Yeah.
just a free agent.
No, that's why he's a free agent. He'd be on a team if he wasn't
Yeah.
hurt.
Gosh.
This Packers team is look, it's no fun. It's no fun at all. It's just kind of sad.
Over 1.5 passing touchdowns, plus 180.
I love it. What's his rushing?
Over under 13.5.
Oh, hammer the over. Hammer
I
that
would
shit.
too.
I like that a lot. So Do you have, I wouldn't say confidence. You
I
have
have a little bit of confidence. There's a
really?
little bit of like swagger that comes with watching Heineke.
I think the team's behind that too. Like you see all those
Yeah,
pictures
they
of,
definitely are. They don't hate him like they hate Wentz.
no, they love Heineke.
Definitely hate Wentz.
The I would be electric, or like feel like this team would be absolutely electric if this was the week Chase Young came back.
Yeah.
You win by 20.
I literally haven't heard a word about Chase Young.
It's so weird.
It's really weird.
The All right, I'm trying to let me look up Chase Young, see if he's got anything in the woodworks.
What?
See a doctor Sunday. Could return to practice next week. Okay.
Okay.
Round of
That's something,
pressure.
I guess.
ACL injuries are not 8 months. Chase Young's repair was more extensive. All right, so all reports are saying he
been
could come back
feisty.
to the Colts.
Okay.
So
The Wentz revenge game that he won't play in.
it's
Did
like
we talk about the
is that
70% snaps thing?
Oh, yeah. Well, let's get to that 1 second. That's the Washington's revenge game. It's no longer the Wentz's revenge game. The Washington's revenge game. Like, screw you guys for trading
Win it
him
for
to me.
Wentz.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trading him to us. Could have traded him anywhere else, but no, you had to accept our offer. There you go.
Yep.
But let's bring back that 70% thing again. If Wentz plays 70%, they have to give the Indianapolis Colts a second round pick instead of a third. There's no way, like they should call in bomb threats to FedEx Field if he's supposed to start the 17th week.
It would literally make no sense whatsoever for Ron to play him at the end of the season when he comes back. But I don't know. I don't trust. I think we went over this last episode because I remember saying like I can just picture
Yeah,
them being like down 30 against the Cowboys.
yeah, and they're still
And if he
playing.
plays like 2 more snaps, then they'll lose the pick. And they put him in anyway. And Ron's just like, well, we still have a chance to win the game. It's like, all right, but Ron won 4 games this year.
God, I'm looking at his stats from last week. 99 yards. That's it. Didn't even break 100.
That was a great game.
Just 99.
That was such a good game. I'm so happy that game happened.
All right, other games this week. Falcons Bengals we talked about. Bucks Panthers. If they don't, I was gonna take Bucks minus 11.
Such a big line. His mine's 13.
If they don't cover, there's real problems.
I might take the Panthers.
I was thinking that too. I was like, do I just go backwards and be like, this is a gutsy team, gritty team. They're not gonna have McCaffrey anymore.
They do things the right way.
Yeah, they're doing it the right way now.
No Robbie Anderson either. They shipped.
Yeah, distractions are out of the building.
Toxicness out.
The distractions are out of the building. They're ready. The season starts now.
Known distraction.
Yeah. Season
Known
starts
bad
now.
locker room guy.
DJ Moore's got to go somewhere soon.
I know. I'm begging.
Yeah, that would be a big upgrade for you.
Huge, yeah.
Quarterback. All right, Ravens at Browns. I just want to see the Ravens blow. Can they blow a game every week?
I think, yeah. It's possible.
I'm
This is a
all
possible
for it.
one.
Let's get them blowing these games week after week.
Yeah.
And then
it's pretty entertaining.
It's gonna be even better because then it's gonna be like, oh, they've been trailing 2 minutes all season and they have 8 losses. It's gonna be so much fun.
And the Ravens, I don't know what happened. Like, we have a good team. Coaching, I guess. Like, we hate Greg Roman. It's like,
yeah, he's like, oh, that Greg
Roman
Roman guy. It's
They're
definitely all
blaming it
him.
all on him.
Yeah,
That's what I've heard, literally.
He's the
It's like,
scapegoat.
oh, you need to fire Roman. Like,
Yeah, he's definitely the
man.
scapegoat.
Like,
It's not. It's
defense is
definitely
far
not
the
because
worst.
Lamar Jackson has had no one to throw to his whole career. That's definitely not the reason. All right.
bringing a receiver. That's why I saw the Odell thing and I was like, oh, that would actually make sense.
DJ Moore, bring him home. Bring him home to
I'd
Maryland.
be okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Lions at the Cowboys. What's the spread on this one?
7.
See, if it was any more, I'd be all in on the Lions, but I'm not.
Mm.
Dak is starting. He's back. The Cowboys kind of had a perfect situation with this Cooper Rush deal. He wins him all these games. The one that he needs to win to keep his job, he sucks. And it's an easy transition right back to Dak.
Yep.
Perfect.
It
It's
makes
literally
it so much easier on the coaches.
Oh yeah, they're.
And Mike
Could you
McCarthy's
imagine?
such an idiot that he needs like this perfect plan
Oh yeah.
that like he can't screw up.
The other thing is the Cowboys, like the fans, if pretend they win this Eagles game and they're 5-1,
Mhm.
Cooper Rush is 6-0, then it's all over national media. Oh, is Dak gonna get his job back? Is Dak gonna do this, do
You
that?
couldn't go back to him.
They avoided everything. They
Yep.
did it. They good for the Cowboys avoiding the QB controversy. But that being said, is Dak any good?
No, I'm not. I was about to say like I'm not scared of Dak at all.
I'm not. I'm still just scared of that defense.
Right. That's the part that scares me. And like you can get random big plays from CeeDee Lamb and Tony Pollard.
And it's never Zeke.
No, it's not Zeke.
Never Zeke. Every time there's someone running down the field, I'm like, that ain't Zeke. They'll be like,
And you can tell now too because he's got the dark visor.
I love the dark visor though. It makes him look sick.
Really?
I think it makes him look cool. The also I'm all in on Zeke. Unless someone wants to trade for him, then I'm definitely.
He's on the block. Did you put Mike Williams on the trade block?
I think I did halfway during the game. Like I think I did it
That's
because I think I did it during the game.
because I kept looking like that game I wasn't watching. I was looking on my phone, so I kept clicking on Mike Williams. And at one point, I just saw like owner is likely to trade. I was like, oh, look at that.
Yeah, it was mid game, I believe. I put him on the block. I wish that gave out like a little notification to the league, like, "Hey,
Yeah,
that
it
would be
should.
cool." Because I would love to know. Because I don't want to look at every player and see if they want to be traded or not. But
Mhm.
I would love to see like, oh, Chris wants or Leonard Fournette, he's on the block. I'd be like, oh, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Jets Broncos. Why shouldn't we have taken the Jets? Neither one of us. Minus
Yeah, I
one
know.
or plus one. I hate it.
Hate it too. It stinks.
Oh, never mind. They are favorites. Yeah, it's minus one. They were 3-point dogs. Now they're 1-point favorites.
This says +1.
Oh, it says on Yahoo Sports, NFL Week 7, Jets have gone from a 3-point underdog to a 1-point favorite. I guess it depends on the
On
website.
DraftKings +1. Yeah, right.
The
This is weird. This is a weird one.
I don't know what to like. The Broncos suck, right?
Yeah,
And-
but seeing the Jets is this low of a
Yeah.
good.
I was gonna say
Are
that too. They're not really good.
I don't think so.
We should have asked for the stats on this game.
Yeah.
It would have cleared up a lot.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like Zach Wilson has not looked great. I know it's only been 3 games, but he hasn't looked great. I don't know. That's why we stayed away from it. It's gonna be
Yeah, I guess so.
gonna be a poop fest.
I would
though,
like
feel
if I had to choose, I'd ride the Jets. Absolutely.
I would too.
And I said last week that
They're
I
the
was gonna
hot
ride
hand.
until they lost, but this one, there's something off about this one.
Yeah, it stinks.
Like the Broncos are still winning games. Just look horrible doing it. Like what are they? 3-3,
Yeah. No, 2-4.
2-4.
Woof.
Yeah. All right. Maybe not then. Maybe I do like the Jets.
This is terrible commentary about this game.
It's
Absolutely
like back
awful.
and forth,
It's
back and
just like,
forth,
oh,
back
I
and
don't
forth.
know. I don't know. That's why we didn't take it, all right? That's come
Right.
on. All right. Next up, Steelers Dolphins.
Ugh,
This is a terrible Sunday night game.
this is so bad.
All the primetime games blow, including my own.
Yeah. I don't
But
even know what to say about this.
the Dolphins are the
Like, thank
so
you for baseball being on.
is Pickett playing?
That's a good question.
Steelers Kenny Pickett.
They won with Mitch last week.
Two others clear concussion protocol.
Cleared, yeah. Do you go back to Mitch because he got you the big win?
What are you just gonna flip flop every week?
It's like the bug with Jameson Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, just flip every week. You just decide which one you want. They no, you. This is the issue. You already did the Kenny Pickett start. You can't
Yep.
put the toothpaste back in the tube, or else you just ruin his confidence. So now you
Mhm.
have to ride it out with Kenny Pickett, and I don't know the Dolphins. Let's see how Tua looks, but
So he is playing.
yeah, to all that I've heard. Did you see
I
that
started him in fantasy.
Mike Gesicki, Micah traded? I think it's because of those gritties. Yeah, Kenny, and
Where'd
it's
he
gonna
get
be.
traded to?
I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna get traded to. I don't really. He's all right. He's a good.
Jamar Chase says Mike Gesicki needs gritty lessons.
So Tua's back. Kenny Pickett's starting. That's what it looks like. Set to start, and I guess that makes this game a little more interesting. I still don't think the Steelers are gonna be able to put up any points. So that's where
No,
I
I
think
don't
the
think
game
so
gets
either.
interesting. And that's the same thing with this next game, Pats Bears.
Bears.
I don't think the Bears are gonna be able to score.
No, I mean, they haven't scored all year.
Yeah, so I don't know what changes now.
I don't. This is such a bad Monday night.
I saw
Pats win like 24-6.
the it showed like the graphic of it, and it was Justin Fields and I think Roquan Smith, and then it was Bailey Zappi and Matthew Judon. I was like, oh, what a what is that? Quartet? What a quartet up there. The
That's why people are tuning in.
for the quartet references. So,
No, I meant like to the Monday Night Football, like to
oh,
see
because
those
it's
guys play.
yeah,
but,
yeah.
but yes, your word choice is also why people are turning in.
Well, I appreciate it. So Mac Jones, he is. I don't know if he's set to start or not, but he's back. He's
Why would you
medically back.
start him?
I'm
Give
kind of.
him plenty of time.
I'm kind of in the same field. Like, why would you start him? The three like. Let's look at the 3 games that he started versus 3 games Zappy started. 3 games he started,
Mhm.
700 yards, 2 touchdowns, 5 picks. I gotta look up Zappy's right now, but
Well, the wins and losses is what's more important.
yeah, but even without it, he has 500 yards, almost 600, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. In one of those games, he was the emergency quarterback against Green Bay in Lambeau. How do you you can't. I don't think you could go back. I don't think you could go back until he loses.
Oh, I don't think so either.
And I love
I
Mac.
mean, you said it last time that he was like, you're drawing the Tom Brady comparisons.
Look, it's the same. They didn't like. I know Bledsoe took a little bit longer to come back, but they didn't give up on Brady. He kept winning games.
Yeah.
They just can't. I would hate for Mac to be in this game and then lose. It would be the worst thing for confidence, for my mental health, for Mac Jones's career. Like that would just be terrible if he just comes in and stinks up the joint. So you might as well ride the hot hand. You're in prime time. I don't know if that means anything, but go with the guy who you've been
Prime
winning
time
with.
against the Bears is like a Mickey Mouse prime time. It's not real.
It's a
That's
bubble
like not
prime
real
time.
prime. Yeah, it's a bubble.
Yeah, if I'm Bill Belichick, I'm letting Max sit, and I'm telling the media it's to let him rest. But in
Mhm,
reality, it's because Bailey Zappi's been better.
mhm. Yeah, I would do the same.
All right.
And it's pretty significant too, the difference.
Yeah.
And maybe it's the teams that they've played also, but
Yeah, but
maybe
when you
not.
like, I don't know yeah, I don't know. It could be, but eh. There's 3 picks against the Ravens. He like Mac Jones literally he cost us the game. Game was
Yeah.
easily winnable, and I also kind of like how the offense is kind of opened up under Zapply.
Mhm.
It's definitely there's been a lot more fun plays. It's weird, but I'm for it.
That is weird. That doesn't make any sense.
I know, but that's just how it's been. It feels like they babied Mac Jones all last year, and kind of at the start of this year, where it's like you have to play this way so we don't so you don't lose us the game, and then he was losing us the game anyways, and then
Right.
Zappy started, and they kind of it seems like they just kind of let him do what he wants to do, and I don't know why they don't let Mac do that, but
Mhm.
it's been working. So ride the hot hand. I've only said it 3 times, but ride the hot hand. All right, I think that's all the games that we've covered, right? That's all the ones in week 7.
Mhm.
All right, let's move on then. It's gonna be a decent NFL. No, I don't even go that far. There's gonna be like 2 good games this week.
Yeah.
Let's move on. MLB playoffs still in full force. Chris, how are the Phillies doing?
1-1 coming back to Philly. Game 1 was awesome. They got the best Zach Wheeler that you can get basically went 7 shutout innings and probably could have gone longer. They won that game 2-0. Game 2 was rough because they got out to a 4-0 lead in the second with Aaron Nola on the mound, and Nola just wasn't good. He gave up like 7 hits, 5 runs. Um, it felt like a missed opportunity, but the Padres came back so quickly that it wasn't like they blew an 8th or 9th inning lead, like down by the 6th inning. So it was frustrating, of course, but like you're not going to sweep everybody. You
Yeah.
can't just win every game in the playoffs. Like these are the best team. So after the game, I kind of like settled down and took a breath and like, all right, they got the split on the road. That's what we wanted. So through the night back in Philly, I don't think that the Padres really understand what they're about to walk into in Philadelphia. Maybe they do. I don't. It's hard for me to imagine that they're ready. So I feel like tonight's a big game. Um, they need to score first. I think get the crowd into it. Because if like they come out and the Padres hit 2 home runs in the first inning, then the life is kind of sucked out of the place. But if you can get on the board first, maybe make them play a little tense, like they did with the Braves, you're in good shape. I fully believe. I rarely think that the crowd has that much of an impact, but the Braves series it did. Those guys were like they did not. It seemed like they didn't even want to be there.
Look,
I don't know if that's because they just won a World Series and they were like hungover or whatever, but they were one of
hungover.
the best teams in the MLB down the stretch, and they just completely folded.
So the city of Philadelphia but they brought back Hoagie Fest from at
Schwarberfest.
Wawa. They brought back Hoagie Fest for the Phillies. That's gotta add energy into the stadium. It's gotta
That'd be
add
something.
energy into the team. That that can't be nothing. And with
Well,
base,
it wasn't because they did it on, like it was announced, I think Tuesday during the day, and then Schwarber hit a ball 488 feet in the game, which is the furthest ball that I've ever watched leave a ballpark. There's never been a ball hit in the upper deck of that stadium
and he did.
aside from his.
Damn,
120 miles an hour off the bat and almost 500 feet.
that's insane.
Yeah, it was absolutely insane.
So, like that, and this is baseball we're talking about. That shit like that matters. Like shit like
Oh,
that
yeah.
actually affects
Absolutely
how
matters.
they play. So I'm all in. This is they're gonna be. I'm all for it. The Phil, you're right. When you said it, they don't know what the Padres don't know what's going on in Philadelphia. They're all the way in San Diego, not minding their
and
business.
you can tell the difference because like just the crowd, like they were loud in San Diego, but it wasn't like you didn't feel the intensity.
No, they're not loud, drunk, and angry.
Yeah, and they're not like even like the interviews after the game, like the news team is there interviewing fans, and they're like, "Oh well, like we tried, and like we'll get him next game," and like that's just not. It's
Not how it
completely
works.
different.
Yeah.
And if you've seen the Padres song on Twitter, if not, I'll send it to you. But it's like these 6 old guys that do this little rap, and
I saw, but I haven't watched it. It looked too
it's
cringe.
the worst. It's the worst thing I've ever seen. But I got like addicted to watching it.
Oh,
Probably
dude,
watched it like 30 times.
you're gonna watch it 100 times if they lose the series.
Oh, I will. Yeah, yeah. After game 1, I think I watched it like 10 times. It's so funny, but it's like also so it makes me hate myself that I like it, but because it's the worst video I've ever seen, honestly. And there's just no shame, like these old guys, like bouncing around. It's like the I don't know what it even reminds me of, like one of those old VHS tapes of like old people doing a rap.
That sounds terrible.
It's brutal.
All right, so the other series that's going on, Yankees Astros. My grandmother, big Yankees fan from New Jersey, been texting me every night about, I don't know how she stays up, but about the Yankees losing, and I feel bad for her. So what's going on with the Yankees?
They're toast. They're toast.
They're toast.
They're just not. They're just not on the same level as the Astros. Yeah. I mean, like the first 2 games were close. Yeah, and maybe things change when they go to the Bronx, but I don't know. I think they can push it to 6. This Astros team is just a lot better.
It seems
Yankees
like the
have way too
Astros
many
pitching
holes
is
on the
so
team.
much better than the Yankees.
It's a lot better, yeah. And that's a lot of the time is what playoff baseball comes down to is your pitching.
Yeah. So I can't believe. So I think it's unfair that they had to play. They played 5 games against Guardians, and then immediately had to fly to Houston. And
That's
play
their
that
fault.
next night. Yeah, I guess take care of business.
Because no, because game 5 was supposed to be on Monday and there was a rain delay and they like pushed for the game to be postponed instead of play that night so that they could get their pitching set up for the next day.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
their fault.
Yeah.
They should have had an off day.
All right, that makes sense. Poor Yankees. Can't feel that bad, but I
don't
feel bad for my grandmother. That's all.
I guess yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all though. Everyone else they can shove it. I don't care.
Kick rocks.
All right. Let's I want to get a little bit of NBA in.
Oh wait,
before
I
we have to go.
have an announcement
Okay.
about the Phillies. I will be in the building again
Uh-oh.
on Sunday
Uh-oh.
for game 5, potential clincher again.
Oh, that's so electric. That's so electric. I'm happy for
So
you, Chris.
hopefully it's not a down 3-1 situation given these next 2 games, but they're excited. I wish I could be there tonight. I'm not gonna get greedy.
All right. I gotta make this quick. You only got 15 minutes. NBA's back, baby. And I'm all in. The Celtics looked like a well-oiled machine on Tuesday. They looked angry. They were passing the ball. There was hitting open shots. They shot 59%. That's not going to happen the rest of the season. But the ball movement looked really well. Their backup center position looked terrible. Blake Griffin got a
What did you
point.
expect?
I don't know. I expected nothing but to be terrible, but it was horrendous. Like really, truly terrible. Michael Brogdon though, Malcolm Brogdon looks great, and Tatum and Brown are angry, fired up, and I'm so excited.
How did Big Al look?
Al looked good. So
Yeah.
he played 23 minutes. That's right around where I need him to play. He just can't like we need to hold him to that like 20-minute mark. He's got to be capped at like 23 cuz we're going to need him for the playoffs when it actually matters. But I think this freaking Celtics team needs like Dwight Howard or something. I hate to say it.
That would
But
be awesome.
it'd be
That would
terrible.
be so great. How?
They
Why would that be terrible?
I don't want Dwight Howard. Ugh. I don't know. It's just like the fact that it's just Dwight Howard. I think that's what makes it terrible.
I guess, yeah.
But they desperately need a backup center, and Embiid's a fraud
Why is Embiid a fraud?
because
I
he's
don't
not
agree
good
with
without
that.
free throws. That's why. What is Embiid without free throws?
I mean, I think he's still a pretty good player.
This is a take I've been brewing for a year now. I was watching highlights of his 50 bombs last year, just like on the couch, hanging out with a couple people watching his 50 bombs. Half of them are goddamn free throws. And then I can't take it anymore. All he does is flop at the
I
basket
mean,
and
Harden
miss.
was the same way too.
And we all flagged Harden for it. Why can't we flag Embiid?
I don't know,
Harden looks
Embiid's
good, by the
funny.
way. Harden looks really
Yeah,
good.
I saw he put up some pretty good numbers.
They are the worst team in the league. They are the 32nd as of right now. They're not going to end that way, but 0-2, only 0-2 in the league. I'd love to see it. Let's just tell can they don't have to ever
People
win a
on
game.
Twitter are saying that the Sixers are sacrificing for the Phillies to win.
Look, they've had
They
it too
can't have
sweet in
both at the same
Philadelphia
time.
lately. They've had it way too
It's
sweet.
it is pretty ridiculous. I don't like how they just throw the NBA and NHL teams in there though.
Why?
Because like
They're right
this
there.
is the chase. The Eagles are like the top team in the NFL, and then the Flyers started 3-0. And it's like, oh, just scoot them in there. It's like, no, we don't think people care about them yet.
That's fair.
They put the Phillies on at the Flyers game the other day, like while they were playing
Yeah, but that makes sense.
during the hockey game.
Yeah, I mean, I guess not during it. Maybe during a halftime or a timeout, but maybe not during the game.
I think there were players on the ice.
Oh, that's terrible. That's just disrespectful for your own players. The
Brotherly love.
last night, Bucks played their first game against the Sixers again. It's really funny that they had to start. Look, they get the Spurs tomorrow. They'll be fine. But the Bucks, they looked good. They are missing one piece, and it's on the bench, and it's Jingles. It's God, his nickname's Jingles. Why can't I think of his real name?
Oh, Ingles.
Joe Ingles, yeah, Jingles. That's where it comes from. There you go. He's like the perfect piece to come off this bench, and when he gets healthy, they're gonna be really good. The Lakers, on the other hand, they have no bench. They have no players on their starting lineup. They are LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Lonnie Walker Jr. or Lonnie Walker the fourth. Sorry, that's the big three. Russ sucks, like sucks. And everyone else on the team pretty much sucks too. So that's my Lakers take. They play good defense. That's all I gotta say. Only nice thing I have to say about the Lakers. Yeah, surprisingly so. I think it's all Anthony Davis. He's like a one-man defensive unit when he's actually good.
Fair.
Other things around the league.
Wizards.
Zards.
To work against the Pacers.
Yeah, worst team in the league without one of their players.
Whatever. Sure.
Bradley Beal's getting off on the right foot. Already scoring 23.
He's already living up to the contract.
Yep.
15 and 10 from Porzingis.
I didn't look at this game at all. Rui 7. God, Rui 24 minutes. 24 minutes for Rui, 7 points. Oof. Who's
It's not very good.
Dion Wright?
I don't know.
All right then.
Some old point guard.
Yeah, sounds about Wizards. Denny. What happened to Denny? Did he get injured?
No, Denny played.
He got
Not
8
a
minutes
lot.
though. Oh, ankle sprain. First game of the season. Damn it, Denny.
Oh, he did get hurt.
Yeah. 8 minutes, 4 points. That's efficient. Love Denny.
I will always be a Denny guy.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on the Denny breakout season.
I am too.
Juke has got to come out
Coming.
eventually.
He's the prince.
Yeah, he literally. God, I love the Prince. I need a Denny jersey. I think if he stays on, if he gets a second contract with the Wizards, I'm getting a jersey.
Somewhere else and actually be good, like Otto Porter, or just win a championship somewhere. Otto wasn't good, but he did win a ring.
The last 2 things I gotta mention because I'm not gonna get to all these games. It's the first game of the season. No one really cares that much.
Mm-hmm.
The Pelicans. I see him tonight. Charlotte, I'm there for you. I'm gonna be in the building, but I'm there to see Zion.
Who cheering for? Okay.
I have a Hornets jersey. I don't. If I had a Pelicans jersey, to be honest, I'd wear a Pelicans jersey, but I don't have one.
Damn, 25-9 from Zion. That's so exciting.
Yeah, he shot 50% too. He's gonna murder this Hornets team. Like he might drop 40. He's gonna kill them. 1,000. Absolutely. And they blew out the Nets. Funny thing about this game, Ben Simmons.
Yeah, seriously.
Ben Simmons fouled out. His stat line 5, 5, and 4. And the 4 was points. The jokes write themselves. Like at some point.
They really do. You don't even have to try.
No, you don't have to try. It's like this Russell Wilson stuff and the Westbrook stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
All of it is just like you don't even have to try anymore. Just look at his stat line and laugh. That's the joke, is reading his stat line. That's the whole joke.
Yeah, him and like Josh Rosen was the same way.
Yeah,
just look at his stat line.
Just read his stat line and laugh.
19 for 80 yards.
All right. The other last thing I gotta say is, I read the Suns Mavs game like a goddamn book. I was watching the game. I was like, you know what? I'm going to live bet the Suns. This seems like a game, regular season Suns. They love winning in the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to come back and try to win this. And it got worse towards halftime.
At home?
Yeah, at home. Got worse towards halftime, and I doubled down.
Really?
The odds went up again, and I tripled down.
What'd you get him at?
So I'm kind of an idiot because I didn't put more money on it. I put $5 on plus 1,000 because that's what it was at halftime, and then for about 30 seconds it was plus 1,200, and I didn't want to spend so much money. And the first live bet I only put 3, and I was like, I'll make it an even 5, and I'll put 2 more on. I should have put like 20. Should put like 40 on that plus 1,200.
500 even.
Oh God, I should have put the mortgage on it. This month's rent. But it's all right. I won $101. I'm not gonna complain anymore.
There you go. Yeah, you can't really complain about that.
No. But I felt alive. I was like, oh man. And
I bet.
I also live bet the Nuggets because I was like, oh, the Jazz are awful, and the fact that the Nuggets lost to the goddamn Jazz is horrific.
That's bad. That's pretty bad.
If you lose to the Jazz, you should have to like give up one of your players to the Jazz. I think it's only fair. Like they beat you fair and square.
Yeah, it's like the what is that fantasy league called? Like Vampire?
No, is
where,
that
like there's one team that doesn't draft, and then if they beat you, they take one of your players.
That's genius. I love that idea. I didn't know that. The last thing I got to say about the NBA is that the Jazz, I sent you their hashtag, right? Take note. It's hilarious. That's a great hashtag because like they tweeted out the final score and then it's like take note, the little Jazz symbol next to him.
That's so good.
So awesome.
That's gold.
It really is. All right. That's all I got for the NBA. Can we do a quick college corner, Chris? You got to run.
I can do a quick one.
All right, who you guys playing this week?
We have Northwestern for
Uh-oh,
homecoming.
Helinski. Helinski's coming to town. Get ready.
Who?
Their quarterback, Ryan Helinski.
Ow.
Former Cog.
I don't really know anything about them.
That's all I know is Ryan. He's not good either, so I wouldn't worry.
I would be surprised by that. They lost to Miami, Ohio. All right, yeah, they're awful.
Yeah, they're 1-5. And their one win was against Nebraska, which is kind of funny. Yeah, no, they stink.
Let me see what the line is real quick. Minus 13.5. All right, well, we better cover. I'm not happy.
Yeah, no, that has
Win
to
is
be
not
covered.
enough. But I do have another college corner that's not sports related. I have a bone to pick with the dining hall. Yesterday, I ate some chicken. And this was after I burned my hand on the spoon, which the lady let me use for some reason.
Lawsuit
I
inbound?
ate some chicken.
I said lawsuit inbound?
I tweeted out my conditions and I haven't heard back, so I'm giving them 5 business days and then I'll be hiring a lawyer. Look at my hand. You can see it's super burnt. But it was the bigger issue that I have was the horrible things that the food did to my stomach yesterday. I don't know. I'm blaming it on the chicken teriyaki because that seemed like a new thing that they were rolling out. I don't ever want to see that stuff being served again because I had a bad day.
It sounds like you need to hire Jackie Childs.
I do need to hire Jackie Childs.
Jackie Childs needs to be on the pod immediately. And it sounds like you're going to make a lot of money from the University of Maryland.
Yes.
Have a lifetime supply of chicken tenders.
Yeah, that's right.
My college corner.
Yeah, I was not happy.
That you can't be given a spoon and then have it burn your hand. And then that sounds terrible. The stuff that just like dining hall food and then just saying that it messes up your stomach. That's just like an automatic because you know what happens then. Like you know what's going on then.
I don't need to go into detail, of course, but
we don't need to. Save that to your imagination. But
yeah. Please don't. Actually.
Imagine Chris suffering on the toilet. All right, my college corner. A&M's coming to town. Opportunity to take care of business. Opportunity to put yourself on the map. I guess not take care of business, but opportunity to put yourself on the map. I don't have a ton of hope, but I'm just gonna go in there excited to watch some SEC football.
Plus 3.5. That's a close game.
It is a close game. The only thing that matters is Gamecock basketball. It really is the only thing that matters.
Same way. We did the Midnight Mile. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. We have that next Wednesday. Did you go to yours?
Yep.
Is it so? I haven't been.
I even ran.
Wait, what?
So at Maryland, it's the Midnight Mile. We
Uh-huh.
all go to the soccer field, and we run a mile, which gets us fired up, and then we eat pizza. They raffle off some stuff.
Sounds electric.
Get a T-shirt. Where's my T-shirt? I have it somewhere.
Oh, that sounds electric. I think I'm going. They play in the Charleston, the Charleston Classic this year, and I think I'm gonna go. It's only an hour and a half away.
You should go.
I'm gonna buy tickets. Go. They start out versus Colorado State. I probably won't go to that. I'll probably go to the next two. But yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be a good season for the Cox. That's all I got.
Evan Willard also said that he likes the turtle logo. Because, we use like the M now, and he's like, I don't know, I really like that turtle. And everybody's like, yes, like we like the turtle too.
How the turtle's way cooler than the M.
It's so much cooler.
Whenever you have an opportunity for something instead of a letter, it's always better than a
Yeah,
letter.
I know.
Like that.
Yeah,
That's
I
something
agree.
the Commanders should look into as well. They need to like. I don't know if I said this. They need like a guy in like a tank or something. Just like a
Yeah.
little commander. little Jerry Seinfeld. That's what they need. All right. That's all I got.
Yep.
What are you running to? What class? Just for the
I got
listeners.
philosophy
Oh, nice.
discussion. Oh, this is a farther walk than I thought it was.
All right. Well, enjoy
Oh,
class,
thank
and
you.
enjoy the Phillies this weekend. Good luck.
I will try.
Good
I will
luck.
try.
And we'll see everybody Tuesday. Go Pats.
Go Phils.